June 17th, 1994. You sit down and watch the NBA Finals. It's Game 5. It's the New York Knicks taking on the Houston Rockets. This is supposed to be the biggest thing happening in America that night. And then the screen changes. There's no warning. There's no dramatic music. There's no explanation. There's a helicopter shot. And the helicopter has a camera angle shooting on a white Ford Bronco driving down an LA freeway, what seems to be slow. Then over the next 2 hours, 95 million people stop what they're doing to watch a man not run from the police, but it kind of just looked like drifted away. Wonder what that moment is. But welcome back, everybody. This is the best moment ever, where we take moments in history. Sometimes it's sports, sometimes it's music, sometimes it's movies, sometimes it's history. It's a little bit of everything. It's just any moment that has ever happened. And what we do is we talk about it, we give you the full history, we set the scene, and at the end of the episode we rank it, and then we put up a full leaderboard to see where it ranks amongst all the other moments that we have done. I'm Matt, aka Beardlaws, and this is the best moment ever. And I'm not even going to tell you what it is. I'm going to get right into this. So if you're ready, I'm ready. Let's do this. Let's set the scene, all right? Because it's a week that kind of changed everything. Because 4 days earlier, June 13th, 1994, Nicole Brown Simpson and Ron Goldman, they're found murdered outside Nicole's condo in Brentwood, Los Angeles. The crime scene, it's brutal. Investigators, they immediately begin building a case, and very quickly, there's a name that rises to the top of this list. OJ Simpson. This isn't just any suspect, because OJ Simpson, Heisman Trophy winner, NFL MVP, Hall of Fame running back, a movie actor, a national pitchman. He wasn't controversial. He was well-liked. What made this so jarring? And then, we fast forward just a couple of days to June 17th, the LAPD is ready. OJ Simpson agrees through his lawyers that he's going to go ahead and turn himself in at 11 a.m. That time comes. That time goes. There's no OJ. Instead, sometime around 5 p.m., authorities spot him riding in a white Ford Bronco driven by his friend Al Cowlings. So police, they start to follow. At first, they just think it's routine. But it's not. And this could go down as one of the strangest chases ever, because reality starts to break a little bit. It's not a high-speed pursuit. There's no weaving through traffic. There's no collisions. There's no dramatic kind of, pit maneuvers. It's a Ford Bronco moving like 35 to 40 miles an hour. Police, they don't rush him. They almost escort him. Why? Because reports come in. OJ Simpson's in the back seat. OJ Simpson might have a pew-pew, as the kids say it. OJ Simpson probably has some thoughts running through his head that potentially could be self-harming. At one point, police learn he has a photo and possibly, said pew-pew to his head. Now, this isn't a chase. This is just a rolling crisis negotiation. So television networks, they do what they do. They begin cutting into whatever's going on and start showing this. First, it was just local news. Then it was national. Then it was all sporting events. And eventually, NBC made the call. They split the screen during the NBA Finals of the 1994 Game 5. And on one side, you had championship basketball. And on the other side, you had a white Bronco just creeping down a highway. Here's the crazy part. People started paying more attention to the Bronco. An estimated 95 million viewers tune in across the networks. I mean, that's Super Bowl level attention. Helicopters, they follow from above. News anchors, they speculate in real time. Phone lines, they light up. And across America, families started to gather around their TVs. Bars, they stop focusing on the game. Drivers, they pull over to listen to everything that's going on the radio. This wasn't passive viewing. This was shared national focus. Let's break down in real time, because this is where things start to come alive in this story, because this is where we're going to go ahead. We're going to rank this moment. Let's go with the disruption score, because this moment didn't destroy systems, but it almost hijacked them. regular programming, on sports finals, interrupted. Every network seemed to align for hours. America had one channel. So for me, disruption score, 8.1 out of 10. Let's go with a little emotional shock, because this wasn't like fear or, that happens during a disaster. It was kind of something just much more strange, right? It was confusion, it was suspense, it was curiosity. Nobody knew how this ended, and that uncertainty had locked people in. So for me, this is an 8.2 out of 10. Cultural memory. Even if you didn't live it, you know it. White Bronco, freeway, helicopter view, OJ Simpson. It's instantly recognizable. That's pretty rare territory. So for me, out of 10. Let's go with impact. Did this moment change the world overnight? No, but it accelerated something huge. The obsession with that live, real-time storytelling. It helped push 24-hour news cycles, celebrity trial coverage, and reality-style media consumption. So for me, this is going to rank at a 7.2 for impact. Let's go longevity. We're still talking about it. We're still referencing it, but often tied to what came after the trial. So it's going to come in at a 7.9 out of 10. Listen, let's get back to the end of the chase, because after nearly 2 hours, the Bronco exits the freeway. It heads toward OJ's home in Brentwood. Police hold back. They don't rush in, and eventually, the Bronco stops. OJ goes inside. After about an hour, he just surrenders peacefully. Thankfully, no shootout, no crash, no dramatic takedown. Just a quiet little ending to something that felt enormous. But this moment wasn't the peak, it was the beginning, because what followed was a 9-month televised trial, one of the most controversial verdicts potentially in U.S. history, endless media analysis. And through it all, the Bronco remains, well, the image. So where does the moment land? I mean, it's not the invention of the printing press, it's not the cultural revolution of the iPhone, but it's better than, Tiger Woods' comeback. A little lighter, more isolated moment, right? Because this captured an entire nation at once. So again, disruption 8.1, cultural memory 8.5, emotional shock 8.2, impact 7.2, longevity 7.9. My math is mathing. That's a 39.9. And this is where it ranks amongst all the moments that we have done here on Best Moment Ever. The OJ Simpson Bronco Chase, it wasn't fast, it wasn't explosive, and it didn't change the world overnight. But for a few hours, nothing else existed. Not sports, not politics, not entertainment, just one slow-moving vehicle in a country that couldn't look away. And sometimes, it's all it takes to be one of the best moments ever. That's all we got. If you got a recommendation for something that you want us to do next week, let me know in the comments. If not, thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you. We'll be back next week. Take care, everybody.
This is the best moment ever.
That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. 5 rows. Here's a swing and a high fly ball going deep left. That's the one goes down. It is over the fire line.
Just when I think you couldn't possibly be any dumber, you go and do something like this. And totally redeem yourself!
This is the best moment ever.